So I'm 15 and I've been on self improvement, the whole habit spiel for almost 2 years now. And I've been on this thing for 2 years, so that means I know a little bit about this whole thing of prioritizing the basics while young. So I want to instill this knowledge in you if you're younger or if maybe you're older but you just haven't started these good habits yet. I want to explain to you why you should do them, what they are, and how to achieve your goals with them. So, why do the good habits while young? Why prioritize the basics of self care, self respect, and self love while you're young? The reason why we do this is so we can lay out our bricks. We can lay down the foundation, a strong foundation for our lives. Imagine if we had a huge house with a very thin foundation, like a really thin layer of rock or cement holding it up. That wouldn't be good. Like that wouldn't last. Like let's say you had a a instead of a proper table, it was made of cardboard. You try to put food on it, you try to have dinner on it, you're gonna fall. The chairs are made of cardboard as well. You're gonna fall. The plates are gonna fly everywhere because it's not a strong foundation. It's not a strong surface. It's not a sturdy surface to hold the plates, to hold the people. So by you not laying the bricks, not putting in the hard work, not doing the good habits, and instead doing the destructive habits, when you do the destructive habits when you're young, that's going to lay a very thin foundation for the rest of your life. That's the equivalent of eating at a cardboard table. But when you eat at a proper wooden, maybe glass, maybe not glass, but wooden table, right? Metal table, granite, when you eat at those kinds of tables, they're gonna be sturdy. They're gonna allow you to freaking sit at the chair without it falling over or breaking. It's gonna allow you to place a lot of food on the table without the freaking table breaking or without anything happening. And that's the equivalent of building up those good habits while young, so that when you're old, you have a sturdy foundation of habits to rely on because you built up all those habits. You built up those good habits. You built up your character through those habits, through those routines. You built up who you are young. And when you build up yourself while you're young in a good productive into a good productive person, you're going to be a good productive person while you're old too, most likely. So, that's why you should prioritize the basics of self care when you're young, because it lays out the foundation for the rest of your life and who you will become. So, what are the basics? The basics of life, the basics of self care is prioritizing your physical health, your mental health, your education, and your social skills. Those are the four main foundations: physical health, mental health, education, and social skills. So let's go into the physical health. Physical health, that entails being healthier, eating a better diet, non processed diet, whole foods, stretching, cardio, exercise, going to the gym, building muscle. Overall, the basics of this, just to become healthier physically. So why become healthier physically? Why not just eat Oreos all day and lay down on the couch all day and be playing video games? Because you're not stupid. You know that's not good for you. It's not good to be sat there on the couch all day, every day, playing a little video game for no reason, just in a little computer chair all day, not seeing the sunlight, not going outside, not going to the gym, not eating healthy, not eating right. You know that's not healthy for you. I don't need to explain that to you. You know that's not good for you. So, prioritize your physical health, because when you lay down the foundation for your physical health, you're going to be a healthy person. You're going to be a healthy person. It's not going to be like that. You're not going to see the results in a week. You're going to see the results in years of you laying down the foundation of healthy eating, healthy diet, healthy training, getting in your cardio, getting in your stretching, getting in your weights training, building the muscle, losing the fat, you're going to see that foundation of your life, of your physical health. You're laying down the bricks for you to become a healthy person later in your life. So, start off with eating healthy, eating whole foods. So what do I mean by whole foods? What I mean by whole foods is foods that don't really have an ingredient list. Like, what's the ingredient in a steak? Like, what's the ingredient list in steak? Cow. Kind of it. What's the ingredient list in a potato? Nothing. It's a potato. What's the ingredient list in a carrot? Nothing. It's a carrot. See what I mean? Whole healthy foods literally means whole foods that don't have any processed hormones or like anything. Because let's say, like, you know those candy bars? You freaking ingest, digest random chemicals that you can't even pronounce. If you can't pronounce the thing, that's probably not the best thing for you. Also, if they have like tons of sugar in it, you probably shouldn't be eating that either. Because that's just not healthy for you. Getting in your cardio and training and stretching. Stretching is just so you can have proper mobility, proper flexibility throughout your life, so you're not just a stiff old man. I gotta stretch more, I should say. But yeah, just so you don't end up like a stiff, frail old man. So you're not just, I can't walk anywhere. You want to be able to move. When we're young, we want to be able to move and feel things and just experience life. But when we are fat or overweight or we can't stretch or we can't move right, then that's just all out the window. That's just gone. All of that is just gone because you didn't lay down the foundation for your physical health. Okay, so let's move on to your mental health. Mental health. This should really be your top priority because mental health is the prerequisite to anything you want to do in your life. When you have a good mental health, that allows you to become a better person, to become more friendly, to become more loving, to become more disciplined, more motivated in yourself, have more motivation in your ideals, just be happier overall. Now, there are multiple ways to fix your mental health or to improve your mental health with therapy and medication, right? But what you can do right now will help indefinitely, will absolutely help. And I'm not being biased because I did this too. So, what is it? Mindfulness, aka meditation, gratitude, journaling, limiting social media usage, or just deleting all social media in general. Limit screen time. Those 5 things. So, meditation. Meditation, you know, all the zoom, the om, like that kind of meditation, right? You sit down, legs crossed, crisscross applesauce, close your eyes, and you just meditate. A lot of people get meditation wrong. They think you're trying to blank out. You think they're trying to calm your mind down to not think of anything. When in reality, that's not really the case. In reality, when you meditate, all you're trying to do is focus all your attention on something. It can be focusing your attention on your breath. You can be focusing your attention on the feelings, the sensations in your stomach, the sounds around you, how you feel, your emotions, what you hear, what you see. Meditation isn't just blanking out, isn't just trying to it's not about trying to get rid of all of your thoughts. It's about focusing on one thing. And when you get distracted from that, try to focus it back onto the breath, onto the sights, onto the noises, onto the sensations. That's the thing about meditation. People think it's trying to get rid of all thoughts. It's not. It's when you start to think, when you notice yourself starting to think, that's when you start trying to get back focused onto that one thing. You're trying to get back locked in onto that one sensation, the breath, noises, what you see, sight, what you feel in your stomach, the sensations in your body. That's mindfulness, that's meditation. Gratitude, that's just being grateful for everything, loving everything, just being able to be happy, being able to be grateful, to say, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for you because. I'm grateful for my camera because. I'm grateful for water because. This allows us to just start being healthier and more, have the ability to express love to one another, to express love to people, to express love to things, to be grateful. Because so many people nowadays is just so negative. There's so much negativity, just negative, 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 negative. But you don't really see people being positive anymore. And what do you think happens when you're always surrounded by negativity? You're going to be negative yourself. If you constantly hear negative things, all you're going to think is negative, and therefore your mental health is not going to be as great as it could be, as if you were just grateful. Say, I'm grateful for you, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for this. These affirmations change us. I've been gratitude journaling, basically meaning I've been writing down 5 things that I'm grateful for every single day for the past year, almost 2 years. And I have completely changed my mental health because of those 2 things, gratitude journaling and meditation. Those 2 things fixed my mental health. They changed who I was. And you don't have to take it from me. You can take it from the people who I've saved their lives from that. Just from those few habits of gratitude journaling and meditation. I've saved people's lives just from giving them that advice. Is just start meditating, start gratitude journaling, start expressing love to one another instead of hate. Surrounding yourself with positive people instead of negative ones. I've saved people's lives from that. I'm not saying I'm some savior or some therapist. I'm just saying, laying down those foundations, although it will be difficult to get it consistent in, it won't completely change your mental health. It won't fix everything, all the problems in your life, but it will help you be able to combat those problems easier. So that was physical and mental health. The third one is education. Having good education. I'm not talking about school. I'm talking about the good, or not just talking just about school. I'm talking about education, about things you're interested in. Like, for me, I'm really interested in self-improvement and productivity. So over there, I have books about those topics. I'm educating myself about business. I'm educating myself more on physical, mental, emotional, spiritual improvement and development of myself and my character. Because when you start to learn about the things that you're interested in, you start to do more with that information. Like, let's say you're really into engineering and you find this really cool thing, that really awesome book and you just keep reading the book. You keep reading the book about engineering. And then with all that knowledge, you start to go out into the world and apply that knowledge. You start to create things with your engineering skills that you learned from that book. And since you're so interested in that topic, all you can do is just learn, and implement. So you're getting the real education. You're getting in the real knowledge that you really do love about this one thing. So you're able to build up that skill, and in the future, make a business off that skill or get hired from a business for that skill. Skills is something that I forgot about in this section or in this video. Prioritize skills. Learn skills so that yourself in the future has so many skills to learn from, to work with, so that you will be an amazing contender for university, for job interviews, for resumes, for making your own business. You'll have so many skills in your loot box, in your bag. So many skills in that one bag that you're just like a worthy contender for a lot of things because you have so many different skills. So prioritize education. And the fourth and final thing I want to say is prioritize social skills / relationships. So when you have social skills and relationships, like good relationships, when you start to be able to learn how to talk to people, like actually just have conversations with people, meet more people, even if you are an introvert. There are two books that I really do recommend. It is The Art of Conversation by Jim Alexander. It's like this thin. It's like a really thin book, but it's so good at explaining like how to get social as an introvert. And the second book is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. That book has been tried and tested, and just everyone's basically read that book. A lot of people's read that book at least, and it's just a really good book on social skills and relationships and social interactions. But this just those two books, Art of Conversation by Jim Alexander, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, top tier books about conversations and relationships and social skills. So why do you want to prioritize this while you're young? Obviously, just so you can have more friends while you're young, so you can be better at social skills, meeting more people, meeting more friends, loving people, having better relationships with them. But not only for that, but just for the fact that when you're older, you have the ability to hold on to network relationships, professional relationships in business, in your life, making more friends. Because friends and family is what makes life life. It's what makes life worth it. Having an amazing girlfriend by your side, having amazing friends by your side, just being able to go to the gym, laugh with your gym bros, hit some sets together, get a pump, get some workout pics, or just to whatever you're interested in, just to have friends by your side just makes life so much more fun. And how do you meet more people? How do you meet more friends? Simple. Improve your social skills. And reading those two books and implementing what those books teach, and not just reading the books, but also implementing those books, or implementing what you learn from YouTube videos about social skills, just implementing what those things teach you, you will start to make progress and you will change. It won't be a quick fix, but it will be a long-term fix, but it will be a big fix. So yeah, prioritize things while you're young so that lays down the foundation for you when you're older. I know so many people probably aren't watching until this far because their attention spans are all fucked up. So I just wanted to say thank you for watching. Do the hard work, announcement later, and as always, Melius, see! Like and subscribe.